What's going on, everyone? I'm back. My name is BoIt, and you are currently watching the AoT Showdown between some of the best players to play this game currently. We've got a random war going on here with PK Redo spawning at the top of the map in the blue color, getting Gaia. I think he actually chose Gaia. His partner today, Army Corps, that's right. I clicked over the wrong side. Army Corps playing Gaia as well, rolling Gaia with random. He might have picked it, I'm not sure. But we're seeing some of the more obscure gods of this game. We do see Poseidon getting rolled by Berserker and Kronos getting rolled for Mister. So very different sort of gods for these guys. Looks like we might be seeing some sort of Kronos rush from Mister. Not building that granary right away on watering hole is generally a signifier that I think it's watering hole. No, it's Savannah. It's Savannah. I knew that. Savannah is generally a map you want to get hunting dogs on because there's generally a lot of hunt. But if you don't, generally, I'm speaking generally because like this is what you can grasp by looking at what's going on and taking into account the map and whatnot. If they don't produce that early granary, you're either going for a 3:30 Cronus rush or a 4-minute like subpar economy rush. It's a little bit different, but you get a little bit more economy than you would with a Cronus rush, so you can produce a little bit better. We do see that the granary has been produced. You see the early hand axe coming out. The great thing about Gaia is those cheap economic upgrades. Basically what you can do, I remember playing Gaia way back in the day, is you can get all 4 archaic upgrades and advance at 4:30 before like you advance. So you get them super early, and you can even after that you can even go for like a 6-minute 30 fast strike. I'm not recommending that that's a good thing to do. I'm just saying that like you could do it if you wanted. Anyways, it looks like both these players are probably going to go for some sort of 2-town set archaic shenanigans. I'm guessing because they're getting all these upgrades. We do see pickaxe also getting gathered. If Army Corps chucks a villager over to the wood or gold next, that signifies to me he's doing a classical town center. Obviously, if he goes to food, it's mecha laggy. Really? I can't fix this. If maybe I can try this again. Jeez, it is lagging. I can see it on my computer. What the hell? I'm so confused right now. This is not like... What if I did this? As all the action is already unfolding, we see Redo taking some immense damage from the Mister's Kronos rush. He's got a bunch of these Prometheans out. He's also time shifting these counter barracks down. We also see that Berserk is moving over to put the stables in the face of Redo. So if you can actually pick off this mana, which looks like he's actually not able to do with the amount of units he's got, but that citizen is underpaying from that Terma. Looks like he's actually managed to pick that off right there. So nice win for Mr. there, managing to pick off a mana. Rido gonna have to chuck up his military barracks and his counter barracks now. The Prometheans coming in, trying to pick off the other mana as well. Remember, if you don't have any population, you cannot significantly produce units, and thus, even with like the Pestilence, after the Pestilence finish, if he picks off both of these manas, nothing's going to happen. We see the Cyclops coming in now. It's going to be able to, you should probably run the Hippocon away, because he can one-hit the Hippocon, but it looks like he's trying to pick off the Cyclops instead of the Hippocon, and the I don't actually know what that's called because I never see it. Anyways, the Raid's coming in now, trying to pick off all of these units. I'm not sure if Cyclops can one-hit citizens. It looks like they can't. Generally, the special ability for Cyclops is to be able to pick up a citizen and then chuck it, and it dies. Okay, so it looks like Mister's gonna have to send over. Sorry, Amiko's gonna have to start sending over some units here. It looks like the pain is coming onto the town center of Redo. Berserker's Cyclops is actually taking the tower fire from the town center, which means that he can stay here for as long as he wants, pick off all of these citizens as much as he likes, and there's nothing that Redo can actually do. So this is actually all onto Army Corps at the moment in order to deal with what Mr. and Berserker are trying to do here. If they pick off these low HP villages first, then that's going to be really huge. You see the temple does fall for Redo. Picking off that's not exactly the best choice because it doesn't really do anything because they can only produce Caladria. But looks like Armico coming in now with his Terma and the catapults in order to pick off this town center. The town center is going to fall, and that's going to be extremely rough position for Redo to be in. If he loses all these villages, he's got no way to rebuild his second town center. Actually, he does have a couple of villages over this side of the map producing some of those manas. Those citizens getting all picked off, slaughtered by those Hippocon. The Terma also being able to pick off Army Corps' Terma. So even though Army Corps' got some economy on his back, he's going to struggle really heavily in order to deal with this 2v1 when it starts happening to him. And if Berserker and Army Corps can see in the top hand side of the map the citizens of Redo, that means that Redo won't be able to build that town center back up and won't be able to get his economy back into gear to recover in this game. In saying that, even if he does get that town center back up, Mr. and Berserker are going to be so far ahead. We do see that no pressure has been onto them whatsoever. Berserker and Mr. have started getting their economic upgrades now, so that's going to allow them to get even further ahead, and basically they can grab town centers and start booming now, and it's going to be incredibly difficult for them to do anything. We see that the Berserker sent his catastrophic scout to the top hand side of the map, managed to find the citizens of Redo. If he picks those off, there's literally, as I said before, nothing that Redo can do, and Hippocon's going to be following those, looking for blood. Looks like he's going to be managing to pick those off. There's nowhere for them to garrison except for that sentry tower over there, so he might try and do that. Looks like Berserker's actually doing really well here, managing to pick off those units. The Carnivora, that's what it's called, is getting picked off, and it looks like a Reed who's tapping out saying GG. Well played by Berserker and Mr. there. Incredibly nice strategy with the Chronos Rush and the Pestilence. You don't normally see that in a standard game. In these 2v2s, you've got these combinations which work so well together, and really nicely utilized teamwork there. Army Corps couldn't protect Redo enough because he couldn't get any units out fast enough, so really well played by